A very good evening to all my dear friends. Today we have yet another topper, and this time we have toppers in our toppers talk. This time we have the topper of IRDA, right? The Insurance Regulated Development Authority of India. So we will hear a lot of things from Raghuram, right? What happened, how did he prepare, and all those things. So before going into that, Raghuram, my heartiest congratulations for making this into the list of IRDA, which was just published yesterday. And you have made it into IRDA, right? Many dreamt of, but you have finally made it into it. So my heartiest congratulations to you for this, your grand success of yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll hear a lot of things because in the coming years we expect that data will write recruiting in this way for the upcoming years. So many of the students wants to hear from the toppers that what were their strategies, how they prepared for the phase one, phase two, and this examination, Raghuram, talking about all the other regulatory body, it's a different examination due to
Yes, sir.
its a different mode of phase two, where we go by handwriting, right? Not on the
Yes,
computer based typing. So it favors many of the candidates also because they love to write, right, than
yes,
type.
yes,
So
yes,
we'll discuss all these things. So first of all, we will take up the phase one of the examination. And this time what has happened, the cutoff has right shoot up compared to
yes,
the last year.
yes.
So how did you manage, right, the high cutoff, and what would be your suggestion to the coming candidates, right, for the next year? How they should manage this high cutoff, right? It shoot up from 88 to 108, I think, this year.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So how did you manage? What was your way of practicing? How much they should practice, and what was the level of question in the phase one?
yes. So the phase one of IRDA, it is mostly of IBPS PO prelims level, and only the GA part I felt is the difficult one to tackle. All the other three sections were doable. Only GA part, and it's mostly dependent on, like, it's mostly from current affairs of the past 3 months. So if one do all those 3 months current affairs thoroughly, then they can easily clear the cutoff of general awareness. For the other three sections, they have to practice all the IBPS pattern questions. Not of mains level, but prelims level would suffice. And speed is important. As well as this doesn't have this sectional timer, so time management is also very important. We have to divide our time across all the sections equally
Mhm.
and give equal
Mhm.
weightage to all the sections.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
And what was your background that made you to do this so easily? Are you engineer or what is your background, Raghuram?
So I did my BTech, sir. I
Mhm.
graduated in 2022. Then I did my MTech from IIT Madras and graduated in 2024. So I was also preparing for SSC CGL. So this
Mhm.
made it easy for me to clear the other three sections, the quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and English.
Mhm. Mhm.
Only for general awareness, I had to focus on current affairs because that was not in the CGL thing.
Okay. So were you also preparing for the bank PO examination seriously, or you were serious with the SSC CGL preparation?
Sir, I started with SSC CGL, then I also appeared for Bank PO with CGL preparation itself, and I could
Mhm.
clear in 2023. Then I focused on my MTech completely, and after completing, I got into GIC. Like in my final year of MTech, I cleared
Mhm.
GIC as well.
Right, right, right.
Yes,
So, see, this is one thing is important that whatever you do back study that helps you in the further
yes,
studies also. It is not like
yes,
that once year you didn't get selected. Say in 2024, some students didn't got selected. So it
yes,
is not like that next year they will not get selected. It
yes,
adds on, right?
yes, sir.
Right, right. So it's a story of the incremental progress as well. As you keep on working, it adds on to your knowledge and your pace as well. So that's true.
Exactly, sir. Yes,
Right. So after the phase one was over, right, and IRDA didn't give much time for the preparation of the phase two. The span was very short, right? I
yes,
also remember because there was too much pressure on me also for preparing the students for the phase two. Lot of things were there. So how do you manage? We will start one by one. The first paper was English, right?
yes,
And English here is also different from RBI or NABARD paper. Here you have to write, and there are variety of questions in it.
yes,
So first discuss about the English, then accordingly you can go to paper two and paper three.
yes. So for English, I completely relied on mocks, like the mocks you have given us, like the sectional mocks for English as well as the full length tests also. It included the English part, so I completely relied on them. I didn't do any separate preparation for English because we didn't have enough time. So I just started with one mock. Then in the first mock, I couldn't finish the paper in the 1 hour span. Then I started just improving. Like I just started improving only the time management, but I tried to complete the paper. That's it in the 1 hour. But
Mm-hmm.
the important thing is first we have to be clear with the structure of the letter. That is very important. And for essay also, what I feel is uh, we should also be like substantiating our ideas with some examples or some good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. And the body of essay, like any other exam, is also very important. The introduction part and the main
Mm-hmm.
part and substantiating your ideas and then conclusion. This is
Mm.
the structure I followed for essay as well. And the all other parts, pre writing, I did it like I practiced in the mocks itself. I didn't do any separate preparation for that.
Okay, so what message we can get is that the time-based practice, especially for
Yes,
the English, because it's not a typing method that a slight error they will count.
yes,
Overall, it's your content plus the structuring that you're doing
yes,
is important. That
yes,
differentiates it from the NABARD and RBI, I think, in this
yes, sir.
examination,
I
right? Because
completely gave those 8 mocks and I was able to finish English paper on time in the exam.
right. So
Yes,
this is, I think, very important for all the aspirants who are preparing.
yes,
See, you have to write marks.
yes,
Then,
sir.
if not, I think the candidates will mess up with the times,
Yes,
and the quality content will not come over there,
yes, sir.
right? So that is very important thing. So keep on. Now coming on to the paper two, right? The ESI, and it was with specific to insurance. So how was your methodology of covering this paper, and did you practice mock for this also, and how the things went on for this paper?
Yes, sir. For this paper, I completely focused on the content itself because I didn't spare much time for practice or answer writing. I just tried to gather the content. And for content also, relating ESI with insurance is completely new, and we couldn't find any specific book for this. So what I relied upon is only the course material that you have provided. Completely for this ESI, I have relied on it. And I also tried to search for some examples from chat gpt and all regarding some topics, some fresh examples so that I can use them in the exam. And I also prepared short notes from all the notes that you have provided, and I also used these examples for each and every topic, and then I kept the notes ready.
Right. So, how was your means experience with the examination? The type of question they asked for the
Yes,
ESIs, as you said that it is not a simple ESI. They try to relate with the insurance. So, how was
insurance.
the level of question, and how was your ease level in the examination? That yeah, मुझे आता है, or it was like alien something that I haven't seen anywhere.
So the questions were, I felt they were little tricky. They were not just exactly picked up from the syllabus, but they were related to the syllabus only. But we need to substantiate with examples like insurance examples. So most of the answers I tried to inculcate these examples from insurance industry itself. As I was also working in insurance, so I used to get some ideas for each and every topic, so I tried to add them as well.
So many candidates were saying that the question was somewhat lengthy, but even they picked up the key message from the question. They
Yes,
were able to relate with the syllabus, and they were able to write the answer.
yes, yes,
So
sir.
at a glance, somebody sees the question or observes the question, they are thinking, "Arey, something is trickier," as you said.
Yes,
But
yes.
dance, if we go into that very thoroughly through the question, we can
They are
understand that
related to
this
the
okay
syllabus.
from where they are picking from the syllabus, right?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay, fine. So this is also very important for the upcoming students. Read the
Hmm.
question properly. You will be able to relate with the syllabus, I think, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay. Now coming on to the paper number three, that is
Hmm.
insurance part, right?
Yes,
Since it's examination of insurance. So
yes,
how are the things, right? Since you're working in GIC, also the insurance company. So
yes.
how was the paper like insurance related to insurance, and how much you are comfortable with the paper?
Sir, insurance, they have divided insurance and management. They have given 40 marks from insurance and 60 marks from management. So insurance paper was not very difficult. It was easy, I felt. And but this management part, it was a bit tricky again, I felt. And while coming to preparation, management part is mostly theoretical. So we have to mug up a little, I felt, because all those theories by various thinkers and all, we have to memorize them. And making notes is also equally important. But insurance part, they have also given few questions, few numericals this time, the growth rate and calculating them. Calculating them, it took time, but time management again played a role there, because whoever got stuck in those questions, I think they were not able
Mhm.
to give proper time in the other questions.
I think students were telling after the examination, as far as I can remember, that
Yes.
they were not able to get the exact answer of this question
Yes, sir.
in the
Yes.
examination.
Yes.
Some approximate value and all you calculated because calculation was lengthy. Was it true?
Very lengthy, sir. Very lengthy. Actually, I spared nearly 10 minutes for only those two questions. I remember.
Mhm. Okay, 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 fine. So, and coming on to the balance, see, what happens is that if we go through the previous year question of IRDA, the composition of the insurance and the management is they fluctuates. It's
Yes.
not constant every year.
Yes.
So this year you are saying that it was 60-40 ratio, right?
Yes.
Okay. And any case-based study they have asked in the management?
Yes, sir. They have asked one Zomato related, I guess.
Okay.
Uh,
So was it relatable to the syllabus if anybody reads it properly? They can
uh,
relate with which part of the syllabus they are asking?
Management itself, but I feel like we can answer it like common sense based question. It's not very difficult or not very technical. If you just
Mhm.
read and interpret it, you can easily answer.
Okay, so base material, if anybody keeps on reading on management, so they can relate
Yes,
and they can
yes,
write the answer.
yes, sir.
It's not
Yes,
very difficult, like,
not very difficult.
okay, fine. Now, coming on to the main part of this examination, Raghuram, the part of your interview,
Mm.
and it is also evolving because in RBI, in ABARD, we know that what they really ask in the interview, right? The tempo
Yes,
is set, right?
yes,
But in IRDA, it's evolving. So, as you said also, since you are from insurance industry, you are giving the examination for insurance, but none of the question appeared from there. So, what was your overall story with the interview process of this examination?
yes. So as I was from technical background, they immediately started with a technical question
Uh,
related to ISRO, and I was able to answer that luckily. And then it went to the second interviewer, and he started asking me like, why would you like to shift from GIC to IRDA? And you are a
uh,
specialist in GIC, so what made you to shift to IRDA? Like, so this was the question. And then he took 2 to 3 minutes. He asked me like various reasons, why are you switching, and how can you use your skills in IRDA and all. Then the chairperson took over and he asked me about the work profile in GIC,
uh,
and I explained him. Then it went to the fourth person, and then it's also again a HR question. He asked me why from technical to insurance,
uh,
and this was done. Later, he asked me a few technical questions as well, again related to petroleum, my background. Then went to the fifth person, and she asked me about a current affair like related India Maldives ties, and how India and Maldives relations was strained because of China's interference and all.
uh, right.
So this was my interview
So
briefly.
overall, a means mixed bag, right? They
Ye-
asked means they're gone onto the current aspects, international issues also, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So it's not like they will be restricting to insurance, but lot of things they can ask in this
Yes,
interview
sir.
as per this
Exactly.
year's trends. That is thing. And there were four panels this time, means
Yes, sir.
different
Four
panels.
panels, and mine is third panel. Yes.
Third panel. So that is also different because RBI and NABARD we see that one panel only conducts the interview.
Yes,
So
sir.
here they have four panels, so you can get a variety, diverse set of questions from the different panel.
Yes, sir.
Uh, that is also a challenge, I think, compared to other
Exactly.
examination, and you have crossed this challenge.
Yes.
Okay. And my last question would be to you, Raghuram. I won't take much of your time.
Yes,
Any
sir.
suggestions would you give to the future candidates? Three suggestions for the upcoming year.
Yes, sir. Specifically to IRDA, what I would like to say is we can rely upon a single source. Don't take
Hmm.
multiple sources. Just
Hmm.
take a single source and try to search for some examples on internet, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
just add up to your answers and
Hmm.
revise multiple times before going to
Hmm.
exam and give mocks. This
Hmm.
would suffice, and it will be really helpful, I think.
Right. So I think the message is very clear. And I would also suggest that since it's a pen paper method of writing the examination, so
Yes,
stick to the base material, revise
yes,
it again and again,
yes,
add good examples to your answer to supplement or complement it,
yes,
and
sir.
write the mocks because you have very limited time and you have to write a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
I think this is a simple strategy to get the
Yes,
success in IRDAI, right?
yes, sir.
And it
Exactly.
has worked for you really.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my best wishes, Raghuram, for all your future endeavors. Right,
Thank you
you
very
come
much,
out with
sir.
the
Thank you
flying
very
colors in
much.
the IRDAI, and all your decisions would help. It will definitely help the organization.
Thank you, sir. And
Thank
your
you.
material was really valuable and it was really helpful for me.
Yeah, just I was going through your messages in my Telegram, and you have wrote after phase one only
Yes,
that
sir.
in few days only you got very good marks, and like that you have written,
Yes, sir.
right?
Even for
So
current affairs, your material, the last 3 months current affairs, it was like really precise. And I got to see many bits in the question paper from the material. So
thank you,
that
thank you.
that's
So that
really
really
helpful.
boosts my confidence also if some selected candidate says like that. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
really matters a lot for me as well. Thank you,
Yes.
Raviman. Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.